Fermentation, a concept that is frequently thrown around in scientific lingo that, in specific contexts, can be seen as a good thing, but in others can be bad. What is so special about fermentation? What does it do? Why is it important? Well, let's start with the basics. What is fermentation? According to Britannica.com, fermentation is a chemical process by which molecules such as glucose are broken down anaerobically, meaning without oxygen, or, in simpler terms, the process in which sugars are converted to lactic acid or alcohol. In food production, it may more broadly refer to any process in which the activity of microorganisms bring about a desirable change to a foodstuff or beverage. Fermentation is a core ingredient in many foods that we commonly eat. For example, fermentation is used for preservation in a process that produces lactic acid found in such sour foods as pickled cucumbers, kombucha, kimchi, and yogurt, as well as for producing alcoholic beverages such as wine and beer. What is the history of fermentation? Fermentation has been around for as long as things could rot. Traditionally, it was used to ensure a longer shelf life by making food more resistant to mold and mildew, and to unlock flavors from food that had already been in traditional diets. Through the years, the uses of fermentation have been far and wide, not just sticking to food products, but expanding far beyond. During the World Wars, penicillin, the first antibiotic, was created by fermentation. In the modern age, commercial products are produced with fermentation at their base. History has shown the diverse use cases for fermentation. How does fermentation occur? There is one significant difference between yeast and bacteria that is important to note. According to a video by 5 Minute School, yeast and bacteria break down sugars through a special process called glycolysis, the mechanism of breaking down glucose. Bacteria converts sugar to lactic acid, while yeast converts sugar to alcohol. Both of these processes are anaerobic, meaning they don't require oxygen to perform their chemical reactions. Finally, why is it important? Fermentation is an essential process for the foods we consume and even many medicines we use routinely. Food and drinks such as wine, cheese, and even sauerkraut, and yes, beer, are all made through fermentation. Actually, fun fact, it was Genghis Khan who was responsible for bringing sauerkraut to the West. Additionally, penicillin, a dated yet important medicine, is made from adding sugar and other ingredients to mold and separating the byproduct from it. Fermentation is much more than mold, and without it, we cannot make necessary medical and biological advancements that we have today.